You know, it's almost accidental that I work with people on healing trauma. I have a system that's one of the most effective in the world. The power of it is that it's personal, human to human, so we can remove any kind of distortions or programs or things that are getting in the way. Now, trauma healing for me is an act of spiritual liberation. And that's a very important distinction because we need to build that in from the get-go so you can make the most progress possible. So instead of healing trauma, I like to say allowing layers of awakening. So there are certain layers that I can guide people through. Some of these verbally through video calls, some in person. The power about the in-person work, the powerful thing about it is that it doesn't require any willpower necessarily. There are some difficult moments, however. We touch in the body, the most painful places, see what arises there. People notice all kinds of memories and such arising. And that's a very beautiful and powerful process because you know, or you may not know, wherever you're stuck is where there is something incomplete in your life. So your goal is to complete what is incomplete. And as Rumi said, tear down the barriers you've built up against love. Your task is to tear down the barriers you built up against love. Everything else falls into place. And that's what we do. The barriers you've built up against love are residual armor from old traumas. So I can't tell you how many times I've touched a heart, a shoulder, a leg, a belly, and old traumas have been released forever. And life has been experienced, sometimes for the first time. A lot of times people feel their body for the first time in this in-person work. It's not stage one. We work toward this. There's all kinds of coaching and mental things we can do before that will open you up to this and also create huge breakthroughs in and of themselves. So I encourage you to take part in this world revolution of personal healing. What's out there is in here. What's in here is out there. It's time to create a world you love to look at and be a part of that you're proud of. That starts with you. I'm trying to fit my finger in the camera there. That starts with you and I. As Gandhi said, we must be the change we wish to see in the world. There's all kinds of distractions like imagery thrown up, terminology thrown up, and we live in reaction. Reaction, response. That's not the core of who you are. Responsibility is the ability to respond in an aligned way, integrous ways from your higher self. So that's what I'm inviting you to cultivate in yourself here. Now, I have a relationship training I will send you. Just comment Rapture and I will send it over. Because I call this piece of my system Rapture. There's also the Philomello protocol and the Blue model and a few other things. They layer on top of each other, layer on top of each other. So I look forward to helping you achieve what you want to achieve in this world. Remember, the mind keeps putting things into the future. I want this, I want that. I'll be happy when this happens, when that happens. No, like heaven is here and now. As Walt Whitman said, there's never more heaven or hell than there is right now. And that's the truth. The only place life exists is right now. So part of my task is to be present enough to bring you into the present and invite your future goals into the present so you can live most fully. And yes, that's a little baby Yoda back there and 2 typewriters because I'm at heart a writer. So again, comment Rapture. I'll get set up and find out how I can serve you. Thank you so much. I look forward to speaking with you soon.